like if it is I mean, automatically, of course, it is from the machine side, but it is not from users. It is not that facility to, it is given to the user to what we can say, to adjust, right? It will be, fragmentation is done, so it has to be by the module. It will be done like if it is first fragment, 10 mf will be 1. If it is the last fragment, then mf will be 0, kind of thing, right? So that adjustment, I will go with the Genil, that change length of the data to some large value and then ping command. What should be that length of data, or what should be the minimum length, so that fragmentation will definitely take place? What should be the value? Okay, when fragmentation occurs? Depend on MTU. True. So that I agree that value should be greater than MTU. What is MTU here? Size of the datagram is big, right? How big is big? How much? How much large you will consider as a large? So I agree that it will be dependent on MTU and it should be greater than MTU. What is MTU here? Is it router's capacity to send the data? MTU, is it router's capacity, or it is your channel's capacity, or it is your network's capacity? No, see, MTU is not of server. See, channel's capacity. Yes, it is channel's capacity. True, and right. So it is channel's capacity. Is not router's capacity. Okay, not receiver's capacity. See, no. It is the channel's capacity. It is your network's capacity, or rather, I should say, your channel's capacity. Permitted capacity by the adopted standard. Okay, which standard are we using for our network? Local network. It is capacity of your local network. Permitted largest size of the local network. Can you tell me? Can you tell me what is the largest size? Can you? I mean, what is your? Uh, which standard are we using? Which yes, we are using Ethernet, and hence, what is the size? What is the? It is, what is MTU permitted? 1500 bytes. Yes, MTU permitted in Ethernet is 1500 byte. Absolutely right. So what should be the size of my ping packet, or rather I should say ICMP packet, so that fragmentation will take place? It should be greater than 1501. Actually, this whatever you are specifying is the data, right? So if you are specifying, because you know that 8 bytes of ICMP will be there, then 20 bytes of your um, IP will be there. So 28 you already have. So even if you are having 1500 minus 28, then also fragmentation will take place. But it's okay. We can, let us, for understanding, let us have larger data sets. Let's say 4000 is my packet size, or so what will be the data that will be fragmented? Suppose I'm writing ping size of 4000. So how much data will it get fragmented? 4000, suppose I'm keeping as a size. So what is the data that will be compared with 1500? Will it be 4000? I mean, will it be checked that 4000 is greater than 1500 or not? Or something will get added. MTU is checked at which layer? MTU is the limitation of data at which layer? Yes, it is actually data link. Whatever whatever network layer provides to data link layer, that should be 1500. Whatever uh, this network layer provides to data link layer should be 1500. Suppose I am writing ping for 4000. What is the data that network layer will provide to data link layer? Suppose I am not doing fragmentation. And if I'm writing ping hyphen S or L, whatever it is, according to your OS, if I'm writing 4000, what will be the amount of data that will be available at the network layer and that will be given to the data link layer? Two different questions. 4020, Rundan, think over that. 4020, agree, but what about, what about ICMP header? What we are specifying is 4000 is the data of what? ICMP packet. So ICMP header is remaining, then it will be given to IP, then IP header is remaining, and that will be given to the data link layer. So that should be less than 1500. Understood? So what should be the amount now? What should be the amount now? 4. Then what about 20? IP header, ICMP header, then IP header, and then data link layer. Yes, it will be 4028. Everyone is comfortable here? Okay, then fine. So now so you are going to do this process. What will be that? Fragmentation will be one thing. So what will you observe? What is your idea? What are you going to observe? First thing is your identification in all. Second will be fragmentation offset in all, and third will be what? More fragment in that, and of course the value should match with your theoretical calculation. Okay, and this must be observed. These fields must be observed. So this is one assignment. Are you clear with first assignment? So that I can discuss the second one. Are you clear with the first assignment? Good. Now second assignment is minimum frame size. Okay, minimum frame size. I need to check whether padding takes place or not in the Ethernet frame. Okay, so how much is the minimum data? What should be my, how will I make, how will I force the modules to pad to have a padding? I want to check whether at Ethernet padding takes place or not. When padding will take place? Data is less than 64 bytes. Is that data or frame is less than 64 bytes? If data is less than minimum transmitted data, no. If data is less than 60, what is the minimum frame size? What is minimum frame size? In Ethernet, what is the minimum frame size? Minimum frame size is, yes, 64 byte or 5 and 2 bits. 46 is not the correct answer, Brindan. It is 40, something is 46, but what is that? That we will discuss. That is what we are discussing. 64 byte is the minimum frame size. Okay. So if my frame is smaller than 64 byte, then padding will take place. Are you agree with me? Great. Now, okay, so can you tell me in that 64 byte, what is the compulsory part? It is a frame, no? So it is having header and trailer. What is the compulsory part? Whether you put data or not, whether you put high data or lower data, that part is common or compulsory part or mandatory part of the frame. Can you tell me how many bytes are mandatory in the frame? So that is source plus destination plus checksum. True. So it is 18. True. It is 18. Okay. So 18 bytes are compulsory. So how many? So whether I put 0 byte of data or I put maximum amount of data, I am going to get 18 bytes are always compulsory there, right? Okay. So what should be the minimum amount of data that I need to put so that minimum frame size will be 64? What should be minimum size of data? That will be 46. True, it will be 46. Okay. So 46 is the minimum size of data that I must give to data link layer, so that so that padding will not take place. So what can you tell me, what should be my ping command value? What should I provide in my ping value as ping hyphen L? Should it be 46? Should I keep, can I keep 46? If I will keep 46, it will have padding, yes or no? If I will have 46, will it have padding? Less than 40. So if it is 46, then it will be totally completed, na? So many of you are saying greater than or less than, Harsh. Smith is correct here. It is less than, right? It should be less than 46. Okay. If I am keeping 45, will it have a padding? If I 45, yes, 1 byte. Okay. 45, tell me what is ping hyphen L 45? Is it data of data link layer? Is it data of network layer? It is data of ICMP. When I say network layer, I meant IP. 45 is the data of ICMP, IP, or Ethernet. When I specify hyphen L, do I specify that data at Ethernet, or I am specifying data at what? Are you getting my question? Hello? Are you getting my question? So tell me, when we use ping hyphen L, whatever we specify, that is data of what? Size of length of data of ICMP packet, IP packet, or Ethernet frame. ICMP, no? It is ICMP, true? True. So yes, so 45, what I'm specifying, if I'm specifying 45, that means I'm saying that keep length of my ICMP packet as 45. But what I need to minimize, what I should need to keep 46. Do I need to keep 46 as my ICMP packet length? What we discussed? What is 46? What should be minimum 46 or less than 46? Then padding will take place. Data at Ethernet, right? So are data at ICMP and data at Ethernet same? Data at Ethernet, size of data at Ethernet and size of data at ICMP is same. What will act as a data for Ethernet? What will act as a data for Ethernet? That come from ICMP, passes through IP. So IP packet will act as data for Ethernet. Yes, it will be data plus IP header plus ICMP header will act as a, yes, true. It will be ICMP header plus IP header plus data. Are you getting? So suppose if you're writing hyphen L45, that means what is the size of data that you are providing to Ethernet? Suppose you write hyphen L45, then what is the amount of data that you are providing to Ethernet? Yes, it will be 45 plus 8 plus 20. Will it do padding? It will not do. So what should be the size of packet? So that padding will take place. 36 or less. How we obtain 36? How you obtain this 36? Yes. Then what about that 18 byte that is compulsorily available? How you obtain 18 prints? 46 minus 28. True. How that 46 came? 64 minus 18 minus 28. So it should be less than or equal to 70. Absolutely right. So it should be less than or equal to 70. Okay. So now you have to try this padding part as well and see. You have to verify whatever we have discussed, that if you are keeping 45, is it having padding? If not, why it is not having? If you are keeping 17, if you are keeping 17, how much padding will it have? 1 byte, right? So you are you that is what you are going to observe. So second is the padding part that you are going to observe. And third that thing that you are going to observe is were you able to log into any FTP client? Were you able to log into any FTP client? That some have you tried ever some commercially